What's up guys, Magic Navs here, and today I'm bringing to you a overview on my budget Airsoft night vision recording system that I've got with my night vision setup. So basically it's just a Mobius camera with the IR filter removed, and I've got it mounted on top of my night vision setup. Now, in case you're wondering, this is a Generation 1 Sightmark Ghost Hunter 1x24. It's just basic Gen 1 night vision. It's good enough for Airsoft, especially if you're just playing CQB. You're not going to need to see beyond 50 yards really. So the way this is working is that, so all I did was just buy a Mobius camera with a wide angle lens, and I basically had to disassemble it. And so you take a Phillips screwdriver, and then there's an Allen key that comes with the package. There's a little Allen screw, so then you can actually unscrew the lens out. Then what you do is, once you pop the lens out, there will be a little square or circle. It's colored in a, you see it as a purple or a reddish color. That's the IR filter. Basically that's blocking all of the infrared light that you would see through the lens if you didn't have it. So what I did was take a lighter, I placed the flame right up underneath that IR filter, so I heated up the glue, because you can't just pry it out with your fingers or anything. You actually have to heat it up a little bit. Heat it for a good amount. Make sure you're holding the lens with some sort of plier or clamp so you don't burn yourself. Once you do it a little bit, cool it off, let it cool, maybe dip it in some water so you let it cool off, and then I took a needle and just carefully pried the filter off. It might come off as one piece, or it might come off in one or two. Either way, make sure it's all cleaned off. You've removed the IR filter. Now once you remove the IR filter, that means everything, the color is off somewhat. You'll most likely get a very purpley image. Either way, make sure once you've unscrewed the lens, you're going to have to refocus the lens. So before you actually put it back together, if you have a memory card inside already, make sure you remove that. Plug the Mobius into your laptop or computer and use Skype or just any camera app or video app. Once you plug that in, you can just turn the lens back in, get the focus just right, and once you do, then you can put the camera back together. Make sure you take your time with screwing the screws back in. You don't want to damage the threading of the screw holes. In addition, when you get your Mobius, make sure you download the Mobius software online so that once you plug in your Mobius, you can adjust the settings on your Mobius. Make sure it's on the auto record feature where you just press the on button and it automatically records. And also make sure the Mobius is set on low light settings. That way you can pick up as much light as you can with the Mobius. And another thing you can do, because I got the wide angle Mobius, it came with a lens cover. Now you'll notice I actually cut out the front of the lens cover, and all I did was just, I pierced through the front of it, carved the whole front of it out, and then I got some Lexan or plexiglass and I just cut it out and shaved it down into the size of this lens cover. I just pushed it all the way to the front as far as I could so that it would hold okay. And now this acts also as a lens protection for my Mobius. So now I can just carefully place that over the lens, and now, even though it's pretty small, better safe than sorry, you can add this on for extra protection for your Mobius lens when you're playing Airsoft. So once you've done that, then you've got yourself a night vision camera. What that means though is you're gonna have to make sure you have an IR flashlight in order for this Mobius to pick it up, because basically the way this is working is now that you've removed that IR filter, it is able to pick up even if you're in a completely pitch black environment. If you have an IR illuminator or a laser, the Mobius will be able to now pick that up when you're in the dark. So of course, if you're and in addition, if you are running Gen 1 night vision, it works both ways, because with Gen 1 night vision, you're gonna need a separate. It works both ways because with Gen 1 night vision, you're gonna need a separate IR illuminator anyways. In fact, even if you do run Gen 2 or Gen 3, it's good to have an infrared illuminator anyways, just in case it's in really dark areas that you just can't see anything, even with Gen 3 units. So in a way, in both scenarios, the IR illuminator and laser work for both the Gen 1 night vision and the Mobius camera at the same time. So as you can see, I've got multiple GoPro mounts here. I've got a round mount that I've zip tied right on the top of the Rhino mount here, and then I have a curved arm, GoPro arm that's mounted from here all the way down here, and then there's another GoPro mount that helps provide a flat area, and then I had to buy a tripod GoPro adapter so that I could actually mount the Mobius on. So the Mobius, when you get the package, it comes with a little base and then a little tripod screw that you just press into the middle of the base. That way you can actually screw this tripod mount into it, which then mounts onto here. That way the Mobius is as close to the night vision line as possible. At the same time, it keeps everything level so that you can get the first person perspective. So all in all, this was pretty much under, I'd say, 120 Canadian dollars. So for American, probably under $100. So this is how I've put together this budget night vision recording system. So I do plan on putting some footage for you guys to see what it actually looks like through the Mobius camera. So hope you enjoy the sample footage that I've got for you.
So here's a quick demonstration of the Mobius camera with the IR filter removed. As you can see right now, this is with the IR light on the Generation 1 night vision turned on. And because it's not that powerful of an IR light and it's pretty narrow beamed, so you really only see a narrow circle in front of the camera. And as you could tell, it was a very purpley image. Now this is with a normal flashlight now, and as you can see, it didn't even change the color of the objects that much. Now the next one is with the separate IR flashlight on my gun. As you can tell, it is a much wider and brighter view through the camera lens, so I definitely would prefer that. And then this is with the IR laser on. You can see the little white dot, and then now in combination with the IR flashlight, now with a little bit of editing, you can add a little bit of night vision effect. All you have to do is just download the night vision sound off YouTube, and just through the editing you add the green filter over it, or just remove any of the extra colors. So that's all there really is to it, guys. As long as you get the Mobius camera, remove the IR filter, you have a good decent IR illuminator and laser, and then just some simple editing tricks, and you've got yourself a budget night vision recording system. That's all there is to it.
So with that said, guys, this is how I've pretty much put together my budget night vision recording system. Now again, this only works if you already have an infrared flashlight and laser. Do make sure you have some. I'd definitely recommend the Sightmark Ghost Hunter monocular, as well as getting a good IR laser and IR illuminator. So, and again, this is just a budget system. If you can't afford $1,000 for, you know, a Gen 2 or Gen 3 night vision setup, and also, I mean, there are other better ways of recording night vision. Brain Exploder has a really good recording system that he's put out, and so if you have the $450 to pick that up, definitely look into that. Or if you want to pick up the TNVC GoPro adapter for your PVS 14 or PVS 7, you can do that as well. You know, those are really good options. However, if you're like me and you don't have the money to drop on such expensive stuff, then definitely give this a try. So I hope this can give you some ideas if you're thinking about doing some low light games or night vision games on a low budget. So if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys in my future videos. Till next time, peace out.